It all started with two families, one city but two houses. They be rivalries, Capulets and Montagues. Going out in the streets wanna watch somebody get beat. Benvolio tried to stop the fight, but you see it was all really trite. The prince told him to cut it out, the kings got blamed and started to pout. Lord Montague be worried about his son. Romeo just wanted to cry and hide, cause Rosaline didn't like him, and it hurt his pride. Benvolio tried to be there right at his side.
Well, Capulet got a daughter, Juliet be her name. Count Paris says he want her, but daddy be like, I don't know, she's still young dame, so it'd just be waiting a little bit if it's all the same. Still wanted to give him a chance, so that night he'd throw a dance. Mercutio got an idea to get Romeo to move on, so he said, Eureka, let's crash the party and get our groove thing on.
Romeo knew Rosaline was there, but he didn't really care. Since their eyes met, all he could think about was Juliet. They shared one dance, got caught up in the romance. He stole a kiss that night, she didn't know if it was right.
Young love's such a beautiful thing, they could hear the sparrows begin to sing. What they didn't know, it was really a crow representing they'd die for show. That same night they had a rendezvous out on the balcony. They both thought, yo, I want to marry you, getting caught up in the romantic scenery. The next day Romeo searched for the friar. He rushed to him saying the importance was dire. Friar was hesitant but agreed anyway, so he married him later on that same day.
Young love, such a beautiful thing. They began to hear the sparrows sing. What they didn't know, it was really a crow, representing they'd die for show. Back in the town, Tybalt was looking for a fight. Mercutio said he was down. Romeo tried to keep the mood light. It wasn't enough. They were playing too rough. Mercutio got stabbed. He cursed, he cried, and then he died.
Romeo was furious. He wanted to avenge. He got injurious, so he got revenge. Romeo drew out his blade and said, fight back if you ain't afraid. The swords were drawn and the fight was long. Tybalt was insulted and upset. They brawled so long they began to sweat. Finally, Romeo killed Tybalt and someone yelled, now go on, boy, get! Overwhelmed and anxious, he scurried away, fretting what would happen if he were to stay. Young love's such a beautiful thing. They thought they heard the sparrows begin to sing. What they didn't know, it was really a crow representing they'd die for show.
Right. The nurse found out, and she knew it'd be hard to explain. She was heartbroken and began to sob and shout. When she told Juliet, her heart was filled with pain.
He's dead! He's dead! I can't believe it! He's dead! But who's on their deathbed? This is what I dread. Please don't wait any longer. Just tell me now instead.
It was your cuz who died at the sword of your newlywed, and now he is banished. Young love, such a beautiful thing. They could hear the sparrows begin to sing. What they didn't know, it was really a crow representing they'd die for show. Juliet's tears flowed, but her reason her father did not know, so he thought marrying Paris would be the best. But she decided if she had to marry him, that'd be the last night she'd lay to rest. She sought out the friar, who gave her a potion. It'd lead everyone to think she committed suicide, but when she awoke, she'd be back in motion. She'd run away with Romeo, and he'd know she hadn't died.
It was a perfect plan. They didn't turn out just right. They let everyone who needed to know but one man. She woke up in her grave and found that he didn't wait. Their families were unwell, so heartbroken by the demise of Juliet and Romeo, they were moved by the love that caused them to lose their lives. Young love, such a beautiful thing. They could hear the sparrows begin to sing. What they didn't know, it was really a crow representing they'd die for show. Word! Alright, so Vanessa got stuck on the slide because she's trying to figure out how to dive. And so she thought she would go head first on a child's slide.
Wait, are you recording that?
Yeah.
Oh crap. I didn't want to fall in the dirt. Here.
Okay, you're almost down.
I think you should.
Here, you don't want to get your white shirt dirty. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
I didn't get her dying. You guys, I didn't get her going down the slide.
No! Why? That was perfect!
Oh.
I got dirt and we were so freaking dead serious. We didn't even laugh. I'm in the dirt.
I was too busy watching you guys. Sorry, I'll just watch you on the screen. That's a better idea.
I got dirt in my mouth. And I did that so perfect. I jumped off perfectly.
I know, I saw that too. I was like,
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I just got dirt in my mouth.
sorry.
You know, that's what you did. Okay.
There's a reason I don't operate the camera.
Alright.
Alright, so Vanessa got stabbed and her leg began to bleed. I mean, you know, we're only using plastic swords, but this is what happens when you die. You got anything to say?
Scars will forever be with me. Yeah.
Alright, peace out. That's how we roll. Hardcore.
That was perfect.
That was a little weird.
I was being Addie.
Oh, that?
That ain't
Oh. Oh, we can have another battle?
Could think about it with Juliet. For they shared a dance, got caught up in the romance.
No.
What?
That next day, sorry.
Sparrows begin to sing. What they didn't know, it was really a crow.
gonna burn.
She set out front. What just happened?
Why'd you do that?
I don't know.
Juliet! Juliet! I got something to tell you. You know, Tibble? Well, kinda died. The soul of your newlywed, you know, Romeo. Yeah, it's kind of Yes! No! He's dead. And you know what else? Romeo's banished. No! Yeah. Better off without him.